Looking at Tan Jee Tjun, one may assume he doesn't have a care in the world. After all, the 38-year-old is a partner at an established law firm in Kuala Lumpur, has a beautiful family, and is a black belt holder in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. You might be surprised to learn that Tan is also a cancer patient who, in March 2018, was diagnosed with stage 3 nasopharyngeal carcinoma, a cancer that affects the nose and respiratory system.
I was 33 years old, going on 34. My son, I already had my son. My wife was pregnant with my daughter. I was in the prime of my life, prime of my career, prime of my life, in my early 30s.
Radiotherapy and chemotherapy ensued, which Tan describes as hell on earth. Has the experience left him with multiple devastating side effects, including the loss of his natural voice due to radiation damage. Regardless, he was relieved to learn that following the treatment, there was no evidence of the disease. Sadly, just 8 months later, it spread to his lungs and progressed to stage 4. If his body fails to respond to treatment, he would only have 2 years to live.
It's a position I wish on no one, even my worst enemies. It's terrible to be told that you will die a slow and painful death in 2 years.
Tan underwent surgery, but it was unsuccessful in removing the tumor. Further treatments ensued, and even though these have resolved the issues of local recurrence, the disease remains in his lungs today. Now, Tan lives from scan to scan and goes for chemotherapy, but he is determined not to allow cancer to steal the life out of him. One of the great motivations that spurs him to fight back is his family, especially his 9-year-old son who has autism. And he is certainly fighting back with gusto. In February 2020, Tan successfully received his black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. No ordinary feat considering he earned this while undergoing treatment. In 2022 and 2023, he even participated in 3 international competitions in Singapore and Thailand, where he bagged gold and silver medals.
I compete. It's not to prove anyone anything, but to tell myself that I will not be hampered and impeded from living my life because of this wretched disease.
And earlier this month, he even scaled Mount Fuji in Japan. On the day for the welfare of cancer patients, also known as World Rose Day, Tan shares this message to fellow cancer patients.
This is from the TV series Game of Thrones, in which Bran Snow asked his father, Lord Eddard Stark, can a man be brave when he's afraid? And Eddard Stark said, that is the only time he can be brave.
Sheela Vijayan, FMT Lifestyle.